taking them all home. Now, I think our producer's bagged this one
Yeah, that's
already.
a particularly nice one.
Not good weather for pumpkins, not good weather in the United States at the moment with the hurricane. Are we likely to experience any after effects of that, Keeley, or not?
Well, we sometimes can, can't we? You know, we get the remnants of these hurricanes moving across the Atlantic and weakening. And if you remember earlier this week, we were talking about the risk of Hurricane Kirk that actually passed through France, and we saw some effects of that. It can also, the energy and the moisture from these ex-hurricanes can feed our jet stream. And this is the most likely scenario for us, that we'll get a little bit of that energy into our jet stream and it will fuel some of the low pressures already waiting in the wings later next week. But no, it won't directly affect us here in the UK.
Well, that's a relief, but obviously, it's, I suppose it'll be unsettled. That's
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's going to be unsettled. We've had a mix of weather today. I think this was taken today. You can just about make out it's a double rainbow. We did have a few showers in the mix, but for most of us, it has been a dry day and have been some spells of sunshine, as you can see here in Leeds. It's also been a chilly day for most places. Temperatures have remained in single figures. It won't be quite as chilly tomorrow, but we are looking at a frosty start to the day. You can get your pictures coming into the Weather Watchers page. We're on social media too, Keeley.Donovan on Instagram. So it's going to be a frosty start to the day tomorrow, but for most of us it will be dry and there'll be some spells of sunshine around. So Friday looks settled, and for the beginning of Saturday it looks okay, but during the day this band of rain will sink southwards. There'll be some heavy rain on that, quite blustery conditions too. The winds easing later, and Sunday looks like a more reliably dry day. It will be chillier with winds coming down from the north, and we'll have variable amounts of cloud. If anything, I think the cloud will increase through the course of the day, and then something a little bit less cold next week, but it does look unsettled. So this is the radar picture from earlier. You can just about make out a few showers moving down that east coast. A few of them came inland, but we did have a lot of dry weather too. And those showers, if there's any out there at the moment, will tend to ease. It looks like a lovely night, a dry night, a clear night. There is a chance that you could see the northern lights overnight tonight, and the weather certainly is favourable. A little bit of patchy cloud out onto the Pennines where we could get the odd shower. And temperatures generally down to 1 or 2 degrees. I think that's that technical glitch we've been talking about at BBC Weather. It's likely to be around 1 or 2 degrees, perhaps even cooler there in Settle. Let's have a quick look at those high water times then. 10:35 in Scarborough, 11 o'clock on the nose in Filey. So we'll start the day tomorrow on a frosty note, a chilly note, but with plenty of sunshine. We are going to see cloud bubbling up, and it could produce the odd shower here and there, particularly in the northwest. Generally, though, it looks like a dry day with temperatures a shade higher than today, but still only getting up to 11 or 12 degrees. Into Saturday, it looks fine. A blustery day to come, spells of rain spreading southwards, a more reliably dry day on Sunday, but chilly, Phil.
Thank you, Keeley. I can't believe we're talking about Halloween already, can you?
Are you going to save one of these?
No pinching these pumpkins.
Go on.
No, it's...
Has emailed. Is Paul using Peter's holiday allocation as well? He certainly seems to get more than his fair share on top of never doing a full week.
Well,
so you can have me instead. I'd stay sweet with me if I were you, Peter.
Yes, I know where my bread is buttered.
All right, it's been a chilly day. Temperatures in a few spots got just above 10 degrees, so it might not surprise you to hear that we have got a chilly night to come, a frosty start in places, but tomorrow looks fine and dry with some spells of sunshine. So tomorrow settled, and then on Saturday we start the day settled, but this weather front will bring a spell of heavy rain and also introduce cool northerly winds for Sunday, but Sunday looks largely fine and dry with some spells of sunshine. So we have had quite a few showers about today, skirting down that east coast, but most of them are now dying away, and it looks like it's going to be a dry night with long, clear spells. The breeze will lighten too, and temperatures will fall back to around 1 or 2 degrees, so a frosty start to the day tomorrow. So tomorrow we start the day with plenty of sunshine. Quick look at the high water times, 12 minutes past 12 in Grimsby and at 12:23 in Skegness. So we start the day tomorrow with plenty of sunshine, a chilly start to the day, but dry and fine through the morning. A little bit more cloud bubbling up through the course of the day, but it should stay largely dry, and temperatures will lift to around 11 or 12 degrees. And then into Saturday, we start the day with plenty of sunshine actually, so a fine morning, but through the afternoon the breeze will pick up and outbreaks of rain will spread from the northwest. They'll spread southeastwards through the day, and there could be a heavy spell of rain as well. And then it will clear away that rain and we'll see northerly winds developing. So the wind will lighten, but it'll open the doors to northerly winds for Sunday. On Sunday, a fine start to the day. Once again, it may be a frosty start to the day and temperatures struggling once again well below average. We have got some sunshine in the forecast for Sunday, but we've also got quite a bit of cloud moving in from the west. Peter.
Frank lives in Boston. He's just been on holiday.
Nice way of saying he's boring.
I hope not as well. Have a nice evening. We'll see you tomorrow. Now, it is a car crash that...
Hello there, good evening. After the chilly conditions today, you won't be surprised to hear that it's going to be a frosty night, but tomorrow looks dry with some spells of sunshine. So most of the showers should have moved away, leaving dry and clear conditions overnight. And we're looking at a frost, temperatures down to around 1 or 2 degrees. So a chilly start in the morning, but a fine one with plenty of sunshine. During the day, cloud is going to bubble up a little, so partly cloudy skies, but it should stay largely dry. And temperatures will be a little bit higher than today's values, reaching around 11 or 12 degrees. Looking into the weekend, Saturday should start off fine. It is going to be a blustery day with outbreaks of rain spreading south. A drier day to come on Sunday, less breezy too, but it will be chilly with increasing amounts of cloud. Hello there, good evening. It's been a chilly day and we're looking at a cold night. So tomorrow will start off on a frosty note, but it will be largely dry with some spells of sunshine. It starts dry on Saturday, but then a band of rain sinks down from the north and it could be heavy, and it'll also be quite a blustery spell of weather too. Out there at the moment, it's dry, it's largely clear. We'll have a little bit more cloud just lapping onto Pennine Parks, 1 or 2 showers here, otherwise dry and a chilly night to come as well, with temperatures dropping back to around 1 or 2 degrees. So tomorrow it will be a frosty start to the day and it will be fine with plenty of sunshine. We are going to see a little bit of cloud bubbling up and there could be 1 or 2 showers about, particularly in that northwest corner, but generally it looks dry and fine with some spells of sunshine and temperatures a little bit higher than today's values, 11 or 12 degrees. A fine start to the day on Saturday. It's going to be a blustery day with a spell of rain heading southwards through the day, some heavy rain on that rain band. It looks drier for Sunday. The winds will be lighter too and it looks chilly.